Alright, here it is. Cards and T-Val. Card's name is so long in the middle of the screen there that it's got to put T-Val's at the bottom. I think it's funny because it still could have fit in the same slot as his because he just has TV. Also, shout-outs to the match between them yesterday where someone in chat pointed out it was Plasma versus TV, which was really, really funny. Anyways, it looks like T-Val starting off with the initial pressure right now. Card's not doing too bad to send stuff back to him. Both of these guys are pretty proficient chainers. Ooh. And T-Val, unfortunately, not reacting quite quick enough there, so Card's going to take the early lead. What I was going to get there is both of these guys do have specific advantages in this match. And I think the big thing there is Cards probably has slightly the better recovery game, but T-Val's got the better pressure game. So their keys to winning this match, if Cards can get off to a good start, as you see he's kind of fumbling right now, and he's just a little bit too slow to getting to the chains, this is where T-Val is going to get the advantage. But if Cards gets off to that big start, and he has a lot of time to work with and not getting pressured as much, T-Val's recovery game is not bad, but could use a little bit of work. So, as you saw in that first game, that's what it came down to. And now since Cards has the advantage in the pressure game, or I mean T-Val rather, we could see T-Val maybe taking this game. But Cards is retaliating back right now. Still doesn't have T-Val topped off though.
Let's see what T-Val does after this one. Oh, managed to get it. A good clear. He's been dealing with the garbage well so far. Wouldn't say he's having too much of a hard time. I mean, in that last game, I actually saw that he had a little bit of a misswap, and that ended up costing him the match. But I wouldn't say he's in a little bit of trouble. I wouldn't say he's in too much trouble, you know.
For sure. It's like, with how these guys both play, T-Val a little bit more technical, so he can find some clears when you think he wouldn't, and Cards just with the super smart plays. Like, I mentioned T-Val's recovery game isn't as good, but it doesn't mean he's going to die quick every time. Or unless I do mention that and Cards does end up taking the match. So
yeah, T-Val unfortunately found himself in a situation he didn't have a clear right away.
Alright, so Cards taking the early lead right now. Trying to put some fear into T-Val maybe. And T-Val struggling to find some cards with the separated stacks though. He's got to be careful.
Okay, Cards needs to lower this. Okay, he does it. T-Val drops another garbage, but by this, Cards already lowered his stack.
Yeah, he got really fortunate there because he probably would have died if T-Val sent 1 or 2 lines more to him. But yeah, T-Val just with a little bit of a struggle there at the beginning. Alright, T-Val in a rough spot right now. He's going to get the chains to extend some stop time. He's got a little bit of time. Yellow's last second.
So close.
But he's still going to be trying to dig. Look at this pressure card sent him. T-Val's going to luckily clear all that away, but he had no time to react to it. It was just small garbage after small garbage there. So actually pretty good stuff from Cards, but T-Val just reacted properly to it, and he's going to be able to survive longer now. Rough spot again. He had enough stop time to survive, though.
Luckily, T-Val makes it. Now he has a lot of panels.
You know, I said T-Val's recovery game wasn't on par to maybe some of the other people and winners, but he's proving me wrong right now. And because of all the recoveries he did that match, he will get himself on the board. So, yeah, tval turning it up right now. Doesn't want to go out quite yet. Yeah, Card's combo game can be nuts when he's on it. It's all that practice doing Tetris Attack V-Hard runs, which he has been practicing recently, I know, because of the V-Hard speedrun tournament. Which he will be one of the favorites along with Yoshimitsu probably to taking that crown. Last year's winner, though, was FFR Pro, so speaking of him, we're going to see him in the next match coming up. I just love seeing a lot of the speedrunners, and like if you start off doing competitive or you start off doing speedrunning, a lot of the communities have been like merging and trying out one another. So it's cool to see that, and we'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the broadcast. But for now, Cards was struggling there, and he just had a lot of blocks to work with. It didn't give him any time on the shake of the garbage falling. So tval taking 2 straight and gonna tie it up.
It looks like Cards would need to get something like buffered up after that garbage would finish clearing, since he wouldn't be getting any shake time, but didn't find anything in time.
All right, so game 5 on level 10. This is where these competitors are probably super warmed up. Again, I'm gonna mention the fatigue factor like we had at the end of the amateur bracket. These guys had been playing a lot up until now, and especially with these being best of 13 sets as compared to the best of 7 sets in pools, this is going to take a toll the later the match gets.
I mean, not only because of that, but also because I can see that these matches are actually taking quite some time. You know, they're both not really yielding too much. And putting up some good fights, so these matches are dragging out for some time. I can definitely see that long-term. You have to keep your long-term state of mind in the game.
Yeah, and it's super easy to die just within like 20 seconds of the match, especially with how some people start. And like with this specific game and others we've seen plenty going a minute or 2 minute plus. And then that's when your mind's racing, you're more prone to make mistakes as the match is going on too. As you can see on tval's screen, he's got to make some clears, but he doesn't find what he wants in enough time.
Yeah.
So Cards, despite dropping 2 straight there, he's going to come back with one of his own and take the lead once again. Alright, Cards did not get anything going there at the beginning, and that might hurt him for the rest of this match. tval's got some pretty small pressure, going to be harassing him, and Cards is going to have to find a comeback here. He got a 4-chain, which is going to at least be a start right now. But tval's definitely going to try to clean that up as quick as he can and send some more pressure along with it. But even he doesn't have Cards stopped off just yet, so... Ooh, nice 9 combo drop there. So this might be enough to finally put a lot of pressure on Cards. But Cards coming back with a 7-chain, maybe an 8. Alright, both players are going to be pressured for sure right now. But Cards has got to be careful. All those combo garbage blocks going to give him not a lot of time to react with. But since he did get through all that, Cards is now in the advantage state. As you can see, no garbage at all. And tval's got so much time to waste with that big garbage block. So this is where Cards is going to take some time, do some 6 combos like you see set up, maybe some 2 or 3 chains mixed in between, and you're just going to see the small combo garbage spam to try to catch tval off guard here at the end. He's got to be careful though. All it takes is 1 clear from tval to clear all of that up. And Cards ends up taking that.
Forky, sorry for interrupting, but
I think it was the same replay. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm having a little bit of a deja vu here.
Whoops. Sorry, I have so many text files that sometimes... At least I didn't record the wrong one. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Cards just won game 3 twice. And now he's going to be up 3-2 once again. I'll have to remind myself to edit that out later. It's been a long day. I apologize.
All right, Cards. Oh no, Cards with a twin tower situation, and unfortunately, yeah, can't lower that in time.
Yeah, it's such a different pace from that last match there, but I figured you guys thought that last round was good, so you wanted to see it again, so I had to show it to you guys, because why not, man? I was trying to give Cards an extra game there. You know, the bias for the Cards of the Heart. You know, you can't deny the Puzzle Master some games. But jokes aside, T-Val with catching him off guard that last game, tying it back up. That's pretty good for him. And Cards is struggling a little bit. He's got to drop this stack, find some stop time somewhere.
Does drop it. Now he is. Oh no, he doesn't get that. He doesn't get to the greens ready in time. I mean, it looked like he was lowering the stack to be able to get there, but that shake time didn't give him enough time to for the rest of the setup.
Don't worry, guys. For the rest of the tournament, we're just going to be showing the Cards versus T-Vol match. So it'll be for grand finals, losers finals, everything else. You guys will just get to watch it. Yeah, Cards, I don't know. He may be running out of a little bit of energy, or he's just making some mistakes right now. It's hard to tell. But yeah, that last match, he definitely was just like one swap off. Because you saw he got it with the right side block, but unfortunately was not the correct block to swap. And there we go.
Oh, and T-Val, yeah, got too much pressure there. While his garbage wasn't really dropping on Cards because he was doing some clears there.
Alright, so Cards tying it back up. This is the set that we wanted right now. I mean, with these guys' history being tied at 1-1, I wouldn't expect anything else. And both of these guys lost to two players who are in pretty good contention to maybe taking this bracket, because Cards lost to Yoshi and T-Val lost to Plasma, two really, really good competitors. The winner of this match will have a chance to probably play Plasma again, assuming he beats FFR Pro. But you can never sleep on anyone in this bracket. There's a reason why they made this top 8, and FFR will show you, as he's coming off a recent victory at SGDQ actually as well. So Puzzle League and Panel Attack are a lot different games, but have some similarities at the same time.
I was gonna ask you, what are some of the most apparent differences you think, like from Panel Attack and from Tetris Attack and Puzzle League, in your opinion?
Oh, we'll get to that in just a second. That is a really good question. Cards, unfortunately, just didn't have enough time there. T-Val, he's been amping up his pressure right now, it seems. So good stuff to him. He's taking this lead right back, and we can't have too many more lead changes for the rest of this match because we're getting to the nitty-gritty. Only 2 more points for T-Val to win. But as this next match is starting, let's talk about that. Since Panel Attack is what tries to copy the Tetris Attack engine. Oh, man.
Oh, no.
I don't think I'm going to have time to talk about it. Maybe we'll talk about it during intermission. But, yeah,
Sure.
T-Val gets his 6th there. Cards is losing some quick ones right now, man. I'm feeling kind of bad for him. This is his last chance to stay in the tournament. And, yeah, he's got to be careful about the towers, man. We've seen so many people die to it the past 2 days. And let's hope he can rebound on this.
It looked like he was building something, but then ended up dropping in, and the garbage caught him off guard.
right. Well, at least Cards didn't die pretty quick here. This is good for him. I mentioned the clutch factor for Cards, though. He always turns up on the last game, so expect to see that right now. He didn't get off to the greatest of starts, though. He does get that 4-chain, though, layering it pretty nicely off of that garbage that was sent to him. He's going to be in a little bit of trouble right now. Not yet topped off. Oh,
no.
but that little garbage.
That little combo garbage.
Just the littlest bit took him out at the end, and that's going to be it for Cards, man. Gets knocked out by Yoshi, followed by tval. Two really good competitors, you know. The competition's just been stepping up, but Cards is going to take home 5th, and tval is going to move on in the bracket. Good stuff. That was a really close match for the whole time.